Okay, welcome back. The next conversation this morning, Senator Natasha Akpoti-Duagan, representing Kogi Central, clashed rather, with security agents at the National Assembly complex while attempting to resume legislative duties despite being suspended for 6 months. The suspension was handed down in March after Akpoti-Duagan accused Senate President Senator Goswell Akpabio of sexual harassment. Now, of course, the security blockade situation right there is that security operative locked all gates leading to the National Assembly complex, preventing Aquatic Dragon from entering the premises. The confrontation is that Aquatic Dragon and her supporters defied the security blockade, with the senator successfully passing through first line of security personnel, but being stopped before reaching the main building. In the response to what is happening, the senator, Abotu Duagan, vowed to meet with her legal team to consider approaching the appellate court for a clear interpretation of the impasse between her and the Senate president. There's been a lot of back and forth as regards the situation. What's your reaction to that, Dr. Harry?
Okay, the matter at hand for me, it's a constitutional matter, and one thing that democracy is known for the rule of law. And when the rule of law has been trampled on foot, that is to say, democracy has been rubbish as well. And so the senator who wanted to resume back, having ordered by court of competent jurisdiction to resume our constitutional duty as elected representative of the people. And from what played out, it simply pointed to the fact that the leadership of the National Assembly, so to speak, doesn't want her to resume until the 6 months of suspension handed on her, elapses. And on the other hand, too, it also said that the trial court ruling has also been appealed. I don't know how truthful is that, because this matter was between the National Assembly, that is the Senate in particular, and Natasha Akpoti-Duagan. Now, is it the Senate President that directly appealed this matter, or the National Assembly, that is the Senate, that appealed this matter? Because I know that this matter has a lot of faces in the sense that it started with the issue of seat relocation in the Harlow Chamber, that our seat was relocated without our consent, and that rise to what is added to the issue today. And so at that point, the issue of sexual harassment and all of that crept in. Now, the matter that is ruled by a federal high court, sitting in Abuja, was for the senator to be restored back to our legislative duty. And the Senate, in their wisdom, so to say, said, look, the interpretation of that judgment does not mean that you were ordered to resume your legislative duty, that it wasn't so. Now, where I want to be clarified, and where Nigerians also want to be clarified, in that appeal, is it the Senate President that appealed, or it was the Senate itself that appealed the ruling of the trial court. That is, the area we needed to be clear, so that all this back and forth issue involving Senator Natasha, and the Senate, would be holistically looked at. Now, let's take a look at this matter in the point of constitution. This person in question was elected by our constituents to represent them at the National Assembly. For the past 3 months or so, this representative of the people have been shut out completely. In fact, whatever that is due that senatorial district of Kogi State is blank currently, is blank, completely blank. And so for all this, I think, see, the law is clear. And so when any trial court or appeal court or Supreme Court is making any judgment on issues of this magnitude, should be specific and clear, so that the issue of ambiguity of interpreting any court judgment should not arise. Because if you look at what is happening right now, the Senate is trying to give a different interpretation. The legal team of Natasha is trying to also give a different interpretation. So they have a conflicting interpretation on this issue. So like I said, if the Senate is the one, because it was the Senate versus Natasha, right? So if the Senate had appealed this matter, fine and good, then the person involved should be, officially informed. So look, this matter has been appealed. But I do know that the issue of sexual harassment is between Senator Natasha and the Senate President, the person of Senator Godswill Akpabio, and all of that. So these two things should be distinguished. And the ruling of the trial court, has no connection to the sexual harassment. It has no connection to that sexual harassment. It was directly to install, that is to restore back to the Senate. But now that the Senate has given different interpretation, the legal team of Natasha has also given different interpretation. It's very dicey, and I don't know exactly how the members of the public can come in here. But all we are saying is this: Nigerian Senate, if you are a law-abiding institution, a referent one for that matter, you understand the position of the law, and you are being addressed as a law-making institution, it means that you have a lot when it comes to lawmaking. If you are referenced as a respected institution, why can't you act as one? Because if you act as a respected institution that makes laws for the progress of this country, why must you allow your name to be dragged to moth? Why do you allow this matter to be lingering without doing the needful? Because where they are giving different interpretation, and the legal team of Natasha is also giving, it's confusing.
It's confusing.
It's completely confusing.
All right. Well, we don't have much time on our hand. We would have even started this particular topic much earlier, and we'll have to talk about this issue come the 10 o'clock hour during the Parliament to have more conversations on this particular subject. It's already 8:59 at the moment, and this is where we want to do the cutting close. Thank you so much, Dr. Henry Pasi,
All right, thank you
for your time, for your excellent analysis. And of course, it was really in-depth. Thank you. Really enjoyed you. Thank you. And thank you to the listeners. Thank you for those who called in. This is Let's Talk 99.5 Wish FM, Nigeria's Business Radio. Chris, the main man, is my name. And for now, my job here is done.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you too.
All right, Chris, now you're on my way. All right, sir. Thank you so much.
Which of my number do you have? Because sometimes, like the one that ends at 0059, that one I don't know what the 9 mobile office are doing. So, but the other one is the one that ends at 3232.
So that one you can call us.
Okay, I should call. Okay, the one 332. I have to.
Yeah, please. That one. So in case you want to connect.
Thank you so much. All right.
All right, thank you.
All right.